What would you do when you are trapped on a moon that isn't supposed to exist, with a bunch of hostile creatures all around you? Why, collect cards and wait out your inevitable death, of course. I'm Matthew from Pixel Pop Network, and in this video I'll be showing you a little bit of the game Loot Rascals. Loot Rascals is a mash of roguelike and board game elements. Players explore a randomly generated map over a series of turns, battling enemies and collecting cards to boost their power. There are 5 levels which players progressively move through. Watch out though, as at each death you lose all your cards and are dropped back at the first level. This game has a couple of elements I really like. The collection and organisation of cards is cool. There are 10 slots to place them into and they add to your attack and defence, as well as give you powers like fireballs or teleporting. Movement is really interesting too. Each tile the player moves onto counts as one turn, with day and night cycling every 6 turns. Enemies become more or less vulnerable at certain times and players need to plan how they move to bring them into conflict with an enemy at the optimal moment. The fundamentals of combat are really easy to pick up too. For players, their attack characteristic is subtracted from the enemy's power, so having an attack value equal to or greater than the enemy means you can kill them in one hit. Enemies attacking players divide their power by the player's defense, which makes enemies more vulnerable once you land a few hits on them, which gives combat a known quantity feel, but without losing any of the tactical decisions normally associated with it. Part of Loot Rascals I don't like is how some of the roguelike elements are handled. I'm not opposed to the roguelike genre or mechanics in general, but in the case of Loot Rascals I feel like it could be done a lot better. There is no feeling of progression in the game, as when the player dies they lose everything they have built up. It's true that some cards may be saved by finding card rockets and cards can be returned by other players online, but the player has no real control over when these become accessible. It can be extra frustrating when, because of how the level is randomly generated, you are put into a situation that you can never mathematically win. It would be good to have options at a time like this to do something apart from unblinkingly walking into oblivion, but as it is currently, you can find yourself in a situation in which you can do nothing to salvage even a passing positive thing from it. This usually leads to a level of frustration or annoyance upon death. All this aside, Loot Rascals is an interesting interpretation and melding of a number of genres. Roguelike fanatics will probably love the challenge, while casual players might find succor in the quirky theme and the card collecting. You can read a more in-depth review on Pixel Pop Network. Loot Rascals is available right now on Steam.